Good evening, everybody. Today is December 20th, 2017. This is AP with the Crypto Odyssey. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. As promised, I wanted to talk to you guys about cold storage. Well, just storage in general, but cold storage as well. That's my preferred method, obviously, to store my cryptocurrency. So yesterday we talked about Coinbase, we talked about Gemini, we talked about XIO, so ways to buy it. And today we want to talk about ways to store it. So the first way I want to talk about is cold storage, because this is my preferred method, and I think it should be everybody's preferred method, honestly. But the Ledger wallet is the first one I would like to mention, and the Ledger Nano S is what I utilize. And the Ledger Nano S, can store Bitcoin, it can store Ethereum, it can store any ERC20 token. That's any token that's any crypto that's built on top of Ethereum platform. It can also store Ripple and Bitcoin. There's a slew of others that can store, right? So it's very versatile as far as that is concerned. And basically what it does is it keeps your private key, so you don't have to. You have your private keys. There's a private passphrase as well. If you for some reason the ledger was to break or go dead, you could always get another one, and then you have your private keys, and that's the real, I guess, key to everything, is having your private keys. So the ledger stores your private keys within it, and then you're able to connect and transmit with your Ledger Nano S, either send and receive cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, whatever. I just mentioned them all. So the Ledger Nano S, this is their website. Ledgerwallet.com, real easy. So I would suggest checking this out. Let's see here. They've got a number of different products actually. So I have the Ledger Nano S, and there's the Ledger Blue, which is kind of a more fancy version of the Ledger Nano S. It's a little bit bigger. I think it fits more in the palm of your hand, more like a miniature tablet almost. And I'd love to have one of those. But for now I have the Ledger Nano S, right? And the Ledger Nano S, so this down here for $58. That's probably about $80 USD. If you look at this as far as Ledger Blue is concerned, I don't know, how much would that be? About 300 or so in United States dollars. So then you just have the Ledger Crypto. So I think that's just for Bitcoin, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm not for sure there. But nevertheless, they have a great website, very easy, what products they have, here you go, what cryptocurrencies they support. So Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, Dogecoin, Cash, Ripple, list goes on. So as you can see, it's a very extensive list, and this doesn't even include the list of the Ethereum tokens. So, Ethereum, there's a separate Ethereum wallet that holds tokens like Substratum, like Dragon Chain, Stamp, a number of different ones that it does hold. So it's my preferred choice once again. So they've got a lot of different options for tabs and learning. I think they've got some how-to videos even on their website. So they try to make it as easy as they can for you to get on, operate it, get your Bitcoin stored safely, get your cryptocurrency stored safely. So again, it's about $80, I guess. It looks like on their website. On Amazon, I was taking a look here. Let's see, and that's where I got mine. It was Amazon. I got that for about $75. That's about 3 months ago, though, when I got mine. So I know they've gone up in price. So 132 on Amazon. So then you have the Treasure wallet as well. Treasure is another one that's very popular. I don't know that it stores as many coins or tokens as Ledger does, but I do know it stores Bitcoin, and I think it stores Litecoin, but I don't have one. But I know it's very popular, so you might want to check it out. That is another option out there. And the third option that I wanted to kind of throw out at you guys was KeepKey. KeepKey, I actually took a harder look at this one than I did Treasure. And KeepKey, it looks, I mean, aesthetically, it looks very nice, right? I mean, it looks like it more would fit in the palm of your hand, and kind of a larger display, it looks like, than the Nano S, but it was a little bit more pricey too. I think that's why I didn't get it. But KeepKey is another one that you can look at getting, and it's also available on Amazon. Let's take a look. What that is going for. $170 there on Amazon. Those are three ways, though. Ledger, Treasure, and the KeepKey. Those are three hardware wallets, cold storage. That's probably the safest way for you guys to store cryptocurrency, and that's what I would suggest. So sorry about that. My microphone stand just tipped over on me. So you can also use paper wallets. You can also use hot wallets, as they call them online. So that's something else, and another way you can do it. I don't suggest that. I would rather keep this myself, because again, all those private keys are on the cold storage. They're on the Ledger, they're on Treasure, they're on the KeepKey. So no one else has those. They're right there. So safest way to do it, obviously. Now, before I talk about anything else, because I do want to talk about one other coin before I let you guys go, and something that I had seen. So before I talk about it, just a reminder, this is not financial advice in any way. I'm not a financial advisor. These are just my own opinions. And, only invest money that you're willing to lose. Only invest money that you're willing to invest. So, again, by all means, these are just my opinions. But one of the things I did, look at today, and I saw was really caught my eye was Vertcoin. And Vertcoin's just been dancing around a lot lately, and it's looking very bullish, very, very bullish. And I wanted to show you too on TradingView kind of what that looks like right now. Now I've got it on the 4-hour here, and I just like using the 4-hour. I think it gives me a better view of everything. The 1 day is just a little bit long. I mean, with as volatile as this market is, I don't know that I always trust looking at a 1 day. So on 1210, it was at 640, right? Below 640. And then had a little bit of a run, and then we had the nice dip and the run up, and that little dip right there. Very intriguing, very impressive to me. I mean, because this, it looks very bullish. And as we come down, we're still coming back out just a little bit. And pardon me, I don't know too much about technical trading, but from what I've seen and what I've heard, this is a bullish type of signal. And these indicators, down here, the Stoch RSI, if you guys look at these, look up the definitions of these, understand a little bit more about what they do, and I would just recommend just Googling it. Google Stoch RSI. What does that mean? But pardon me, from what I do know, from what I can tell you is, when it's in that purple area, right, it's pretty steady, right? If it's below it or, below here, then it's got room to grow. I think if it's below like 30 or even 20, it's got room to really pop up. And, once it gets above this purple, then it's a time for a pullback, right? But it looks like it's time for a growth right here. So I don't know. It's just, kind of what I've read about and what I've, looked at. That's so, you can take that for what it's worth, and see if that's something that you guys want to look at harder, maybe taking a position on. I think I'm going to, look to, possibly take a position on Bitcoin, because I think that's one that's going to continue to grow. One of the reasons I think that too is because if I look at the max supply at 84 million, take a look at this, guys. Litecoin's very comparative to it. That max supply, 84 million. Vertcoin has a very strong community too, and Litecoin's at 325, and Vertcoin's at what? 865. A lot of room to grow. Market cap's only at 364 million. I would expect to see that. Man, I expect to see that close to $1 billion by the summer, if not before. I'm trying to be conservative. I don't know that for sure. That's just my expectation, of course. I think Vertcoin is something that you guys should look into if you haven't already. They got a strong community. They've been around for a long time. One of the older coins that's been around. It's been now it's growing. It has a very, like I said, strong community. So check it out. See what's up with it. Don't take my advice. Please do it for yourself. Do your own research. My advice means nothing. I enjoyed speaking with you guys tonight. Thanks for joining me. I hope to speak with you here later this week a little bit further about some other things that we talked about as far as diversifying. I think that's really the next topic from what I can remember. So we'll talk about how to diversify properly. If you want to play around with some other things besides Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum, there's a whole world out there, and so we'll talk about that in the next video. But thanks for joining me, guys. This is AP with the Crypto Odyssey. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Leave any comments that you'd like to. I'm going to go ahead and leave some links down below. One for Coinbase. There's also going to be one for my Twitter, my email, and also my USI referral account. So if you guys have any interest or any questions about any of those, let me know. Thanks again, guys. Have a great evening. I'm out.